Hey guys, happy Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. Here are today's Khan Academy assignments with examples. If this first one looks familiar, it's because you have done it already, or hopefully have done it already. It was the first assignment that was assigned on Thursday, March 19th, which was the first day that you did Khan Academy work. So pause this video, take some time to look through these notes. They're here on the screen, so you can pause and zoom in. They're also on Google Classroom from the 19th of March if you want to scroll down to that date on the main stream and look through those notes. Here's just the parts of a parabola. This is good to know for this specific assignment. So make sure you know what the intercepts are, what the vertex is, the line of symmetry, what opening upward and downward means, what shape they have. Okay. I'm going to skip to this next assignment. Here, we're going to interpret a quadratic graph. So that's a fancy name for a parabola. Okay. We're going to read the situation. The situation is modeled with a parabola. And then we're going to read through the statements and figure out which answers apply. Sorry for my voice. I feel like I am getting sick. No, it's not coronavirus. Okay, so first example, a certain company's main source of income is a mobile app. The function h models the company's annual profit in millions of dollars as a function of the price they charge for the app in dollars. So a company has a mobile app. This is the price of the app, so what you would pay when you download the app, and this is what the company is making in millions of dollars. Let's read through each statement and figure out what's true, given the graph. If the company doesn't charge for the app, they make zero profit. Well, let's see. What does the company make if they charge $0 for the app? Well, if this x-axis is the app price, then $0 for the app price, that would give us this point. Let me use a different color. Okay. This is where the parabola crosses the y-axis. Okay. So if we charge $0 for the app price, it turns out that the profit is negative. It's negative $10 million. So that makes sense. If a company doesn't charge users to download their app, they might be losing money. So this statement is not true. If the company doesn't charge for the app, they make zero profit. That's not true. We would not choose that answer. If the company doesn't charge for the app, they lose about $10 million. That is true. Okay, that's what we're seeing here at this point. To make the greatest profit, the company should charge $7 for the app. Let's see where $7 gets us. So for the app price on this axis, okay, I'm going to go to $7. Let's go to the point on the parabola where we have 7 as an x value. Okay, so all the way up here. If you remember, that part of the parabola is called a vertex. So that would give you the highest profit, about $40 million. So that statement would also be true. You would also click on this button. To make the greatest profit, the company should charge $7 for the app. This statement would not be true. To make the greatest profit, the company should charge $40 for the app. They're trying to trick us because it looks like 40 is the highest, but that's their profit in millions of dollars. So what this graph is saying is that when the app costs $7, the company is making about 40 million in profit. Okay, so you would click on those two statements and then submit because you can choose all answers that apply. Next example, the function G models the number of mosquitoes in millions of mosquitoes in a certain area as a function of rainfall in centimeters in that area. So here's rainfall in centimeters and mosquitoes. So does the amount of rain affect the number of mosquitoes that are in an area? Okay. Let's read all of the statements one at a time. The largest possible number of mosquitoes is 2 million mosquitoes. That's not true. This is the highest number of mosquitoes. That would be 4 million mosquitoes. So that's not true. This would be true. The largest possible number of mosquitoes is 4 million mosquitoes. So click on that answer. We're not done yet. Let's read the rest of the statements and figure out what else is true. More rainfall always relates to less mosquitoes. That's not true because here, more rainfall gets us more mosquitoes. I would agree that more rainfall over here gives us less, but at least for rainfall between 1 and 2 centimeters, this is going up. So that's not true. More rainfall relates to less mosquitoes as long as rainfall is less than 2 centimeters. That is also not true. Okay, more rainfall relates to less mosquitoes. Again, it's increasing here. So this does not work. If you happen to do this one and maybe the wording's weird and you do get this one incorrect, maybe there is another answer here, let me know. But the way that I am interpreting it is that the more rainfall here is creating more mosquitoes. So I don't know, that's kind of a weird one. But try it out and let me know if you need help. And then last but not least, zero product property. There was a problem similar to this in the classwork that we did the first week of the trimester before going on quarantine. Here's all that we're doing, okay? We're solving for x. We're going to get two solutions for x. We're going to write the smaller one first and the larger one second. Really quickly though, when you are multiplying two numbers, and you get 0 as your product, what does one of those numbers have to be? 0. Okay, you can't multiply 2 and 3 and get 0, for example. It's either one of those numbers has to be 0. 2 times 0, 0. 0 times 3, 0. So what's happening here is we're getting two binomials and they're being multiplied to equal 0. So either x plus 1 has to be equal to 0 to make the whole expression equal to 0, or 3x plus 4 has to be equal to 0. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to solve both of these equations. If you solve for x here, you get x equals -1. And if you solve for x here, you get x is equal to -4/3. We can leave this as an improper fraction. Which of these two numbers is smaller? Be careful. These are both negative. And when you have two negative numbers, the closer it is to 0, the larger it is. So -1 would be our larger x. And -4/3 would be our smaller x. Okay. So if I just want to check that my answer's correct, I can plug in. You don't have to do this, but I want to show you why this works. If you plug in -1 for x here, that's going to make this a -1 plus 1, and then you're going to plug in -1 here as well. When you simplify, -1 plus 1 is 0. In this second set of parentheses, you're going to get -3 plus 4. That doesn't even matter. 0 times anything is 0. So that makes that equation true. The same thing is going to happen if we plug in negative 4/3 for x. So if you plug in negative 4/3 plus 1, and then 3 times negative 4/3. Okay, this is going to be negative 4/3 plus 1. 1 is the same as 3/3, so this would be negative 1/3. 3 times negative 4/3 is going to be negative 4. And then negative 4 plus 4 is 0, so this is just going to be negative 1/3 times 0 equals 0. That's true. So that is why this works. So all you have to do for the zero product property problem is set each binomial equal to 0 like we did here, and then you just solve for x, figure out which one's smaller, which one's larger, and then you put both results in. So let's do that over here as well. This starts with f of x, but it's going to be the same deal, okay? We have two binomials being multiplied together, it equals 0, so let's set both equal to 0. This is negative x minus 2 equals 0. This is negative 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, solve. Plus 2 plus 2. Okay, I need to get rid of that negative. What I can do is divide by negative 1. So x is negative 2, and then I'm going to get a fraction over here. That's okay. Leave it as an improper fraction. I think Khan Academy wants it that way. 3 over negative 2, or negative 3/2. Okay, that negative on the bottom can also go out on the side. Again, when you have two negatives, it's a little bit tricky. The number that's closest to 0 would be the greater one. Negative 3/2 is the same as negative 1.5, and so this would be the larger x. And negative 2 would be the smaller x. Okay, so there's your answer. Again, all you have to do, take each binomial, so take each part in parentheses, set that equal to 0, solve for x, figure out which one's smaller, which one's larger, and then put that in. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be in a Zoom meeting with the other teachers right now from 8 to 9:30, so I apologize that cuts into the office hours for this class, but I'll be available after 9:30. If it is that I don't die because my throat's a little scratchy, I don't feel too good, please pray for me. I'm pretty sure I don't have coronavirus. I haven't left my house. I don't know. Have a good day.